and the Warrior win.
All right, we'll start in the middle for Draymond.
Marcus Thompson, the Athletic. Draymond, did that feel like you out there on both ends of the court?
Yeah, I felt more like myself, just aggressive on both sides of the ball. I felt a little more like myself in Game 4 as well after an atrocious Game 3. But, just got to continue to build, and I think tonight's a great start. Now looking forward to going into Game 6 with the same energy and effort.
Hey, Draymond, Cameron Buford, voice of the fans. Third quarter of this game, they won that third quarter. They came out and jumped on you guys. You guys flipped that around in the fourth quarter. What happened in that fourth quarter that let you guys get that advantage back?
I think I think the way we responded in the third quarter was huge. And Jordan hitting that shot right before the clock expired was a great momentum boost for us. When a team goes on a run like they did, and it was more than a run, they pretty much dominated the entire third quarter. For us to still go into the fourth quarter with the lead, that's huge. And I think that was something that we could build on, and we did. And, coming out there in the fourth quarter, we were able to get stops. And we got out in transition, got a couple easy buckets. That was huge for us.
Malika.
Malika Andrews, ESPN. Hey, Draymond.
What's up, Malika?
Andrew Wiggins has been such a consistent presence for you all playoffs long, really. Can you just speak to at what point that trust began to build that he was the guy you would look for in those moments?
That trust has been building for 2.5 years now since he got here. A lot of people looked at the trade like, oh, it's another piece that they can move. And we looked at the trade from the very beginning like that is a guy who can fit next to a healthy group absolutely well. I think, when he first came here, and I'll never forget, it's when Tibbs wasn't with the Knicks. And Tibbs was like, you guys are going to love him. He competes, he defends, and he was telling us Jimmy loved him. And we all know how Jimmy Butler is. Like, if you got any softness to you, Jimmy don't like you. That's just how Jimmy is cutting. And he's continued to show that. He's continued to get better. He's taken on every challenge that we've thrown in front of him, and it's huge. And we need him to do that for one more win.
Mark Spears, ESPN's Anscape. Gary Payton II, you saw the injury, you saw the recovery. Just take me through what you saw from him, and are you shocked that he's doing what he's doing now?
I'm not shocked at all. I think, G is someone who works, and, he wouldn't be in this position if he didn't work the way that he does. And to see him bounce back from the injury like he did, it's like he just picked up right where he left off at, which is what he's done all year. He's defended, he's gotten putbacks, he comes up with loose balls, he's knocked his corner threes down, and he's been absolutely huge. You're talking a guy who made this team as the 15th man, and then became a key part of our rotation. So it's no surprise that he had the game that he had, and that he's had the impact on this series that we all hoped that he would get back, because we knew that he could have that impact.
Hi, Draymond. Janie McCauley from AP. Following up on Malika's question just about Wiggins, when did you see this determined grit and confidence on both ends just start to really reveal itself? I mean, that didn't happen right away.
No, that didn't happen right away. I think he started to fill it out, but coming into this year, he was an all-star starter for a reason. He defended very well. He scored the ball very well, and really just plugged right in. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you need to call a set for him every time. He's just kind of been getting it, and he's continued to do that. And I think the bigger the challenge has been that we've thrown in front of him, the better he's responded. And that's a guy like that. That's a guy. You want a guy like that, that when the stakes get big, they respond and they play their best basketball, and that's what he's been doing.
Last question for Draymond. Sam on the right.
Sam Amick, The Athletic. Dre, you've spent a lot of your career after wins talking about how amazing Steph is. Is it a different kind of satisfaction when it's a night like tonight, and especially after Game 4, you all talked about needing to help him?
No, I don't think there's a different type of satisfaction. A win is a win, whether Steph gets 43, 10, and 4, or whether he finishes was 16 on 7 for 22 shooting. A win is a win. And, obviously we have spoke about helping him, and I don't think he's been out there helpless. Like, that's the narrative. But everybody's doing their part. And, tonight, a night that he didn't have it going, we found offense elsewhere. And that's kind of what it's been. But in the same token, if he's got it going, we're going to be heavy Steph Curry. That's just what it is. So the whole notion of this guy doesn't, he doesn't have help. Well, he got 43. He's going to keep shooting. And we're going to keep doing all that we can to get him shooting. So it was huge. And, now that's good for us. He was 0 for 9 from 3. He's going to be livid going into Game 6. And that's exactly what we need.
Thanks, Draymond.
How about that for a walk-off line from Draymond Green? Jordan hit 3 threes tonight on a night when you guys as a team were not good from three-point range. You just weren't knocking down shots collectively. What in your mind was the biggest difference tonight?
Just whenever I was given the opportunity to go out there and make a play. Offensively, defensively, to try to give our team a boost. And luckily I was able to do that tonight.
I don't get the sense that you're short on confidence generally, but you made a move, I think, in the second quarter where you shook somebody and hit a little step-back 3, and it felt to me like maybe the most confident move you've made in this series. Does that stand out for you, or is that just another play?
It was just another play. I mean, a good sign is I was able to hit a 3, try to get going early. And then in the second half, getting that opportunity just to kind of keep going later in the third and kind of give our team some momentum, but just being aggressive and trying to make shots and make plays for my teammates.
Can you tell us what you guys are doing defensively to disrupt Boston and also cause the number of turnovers that you forcing throughout the game? I mean, tonight they have 18 turnovers. What are you guys doing consistently to force those turnovers?
Playing with physicality, being able to play with physicality and being on the string and the backside. These guys are talented and they do a really good job of attacking the basket. So being able to have our primary defenders press up a little bit, be physical, and being able to be connected on the backside and being in rotations and help play team defense has been huge.
Jordan, what is up with you in these end of quarter desperation shots? You were begging for the ball. Wiggins maybe a little bit late, but threw it to you. But in all seriousness, that was a big-time shot. It really kind of got the momentum back because they had a great third quarter, and you guys were able to, keep the lead going into the fourth quarter and use that going into the fourth. But what is it? You just, in those situations, is it supreme confidence?
Every time.
Every time.
You kind of have to shoot it, and there's nothing to think about. And my teammates know that I want that ball in that position every time, whether it's in the shot clock, in the quarter. And Wiggs even told me, like, he was looking for me because I make shots like that all the time. But, just be ready for the moment, essentially, and step up. And I was able to hit a big one today.
Jordan, the last 2 games, the efficiency has been up for you. You've been playing a little bit better offensively. Is there anything that you saw specifically from a defensive standpoint that they were doing early in the series that you've made an adjustment to?
Nah, just being aggressive. Just being aggressive. Just going out there and looking for my shot, hunting shots, and trying to, I guess, play make for other people. And I know that they think that I'm a focal point and they try to pressure me a little bit. So just hunting for my shots, and my teammates are open, find them in a position to score.
Jordan, our guy Dennis Scott is outside, but he still can hear you and talk to you and ask you questions as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Jordan, I talked to you a few days ago. Can you talk about how Steve Kerr has instilled more confidence in you when the ball's not going in, but you still have to play at a high level? Can you share with the fans how Steve Kerr has been so good for you?
Yeah, coach is giving me the keys to the offense, and just being able to go out there and play freely, play with joy. And, I'm a team-first player, and I want to win more than anything. So going out there and just making the right play. Luckily, that's allowing me to be aggressive and try to put the ball in the basket. But, just credit to my teammates, too. Everybody came out ready to play. Everybody was aggressive. And it's huge, when we're clicking on both sides of the ball.
You spoke earlier in the year about your relationship with Clay and also Steph, how, when you say coach is giving you the keys to the offense, but they've also, given you, the keys and a lot of confidence. Talk about how that's been for you and how important that is in the NBA Finals.
Yeah. Just the fact that they trust me to make it easy for them is huge. Being able to get Steph off the ball a little bit, allow him to move freely, get us some catch and shooting opportunities, and same thing for Clay is being aggressive and trying to put him in situations where he can just score the ball. You know, and these two are tremendous shooters, and I'm able to learn under their tutelage. And the fact that they trust me, you know, to give me the ball and let me call my own plays and put them in situations to score at the highest level is pretty awesome.
So when they first gave you the ball and said, hey, you know, we trust you can do it, was you like, really? Yeah. Like,
no, I was like, yeah,
y'all
let's
giving it to me?
No, I was like, let's get it.
You was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to make it easy for y'all.
Right.
Luckily, we've been able to get a nice little chemistry.
So this is the third time now you get to make the cross-country flight after a win. I imagine it's got to be a lot better flight, 5 hours across the country.
No, the flight is definitely still long, no matter what. Win or lose.
It's a long one if you lose, though.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jordan, appreciate it. Congratulations. You're a win away from a title. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate
All right,
you
Jordan
having me.
Poole with us at
See you
the
in Boston.
14-point night.
All right.
Let's take it inside and hear from some of the Celtics who have lost consecutive games for the first time in this series. I want to see how long you're going to